I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. Event is coming soon. YouTube channel. Here's the latest intel.
History of technology suppression. Government secrecy orders on patents have stifled more than 5,000 inventions. Stillness in the storm. Editor. Does the government and corporate powers of this world suppress new inventions and technology developments in the name of protecting national security? Yes, they do. Quite frequently. The Invention Secrecy Act was officially implemented in 1951, which is the primary legal tool used to contain new inventions. But it is well established by whistleblower testimony that it was occurring in earnest long before that. Over 5,000 patents have officially been given secrecy orders, often with little to no recourse for inventors wanting to bring their devices to the public. The data that whistleblowers have revealed, especially as presented by Stephen Greer from the Disclosure Project, Serious Disclosure, and his latest project, Unacknowledged, is that any invention which puts the existing energy monopoly at risk, the petroleum industries and their associates, is immediately labeled secret, and never sees the light of day. The government has also gone as far as ruining inventors' lives who do not adhere to this strict policy of suppression. The following article details how this process works and how pervasive it really is. For those who think the world is shaped by inspired minds and inventors bringing their innovations to the free market, the reality is far different. The truth is, our world is essentially a manufactured illusion, with the masses enjoying only the advances that keep certain occulted or hidden forces in power. We need not espouse fanciful conspiracies in this regard. There is enough evidence in the public domain to unquestionably conclude that the technology we know and use today is a mere shadow of what really exists out there. And so long as the masses continue to accept the status quo, we'll continue to labor under outdated and environmentally destructive paradigms. But one ray of hope is that a growing body of brave individuals is daring to share the truth with the world. And the good news: once the truth gets out, it can't be suppressed again. As soon as the masses realize clean, environmentally responsible free energy technologies have existed for at least the past 50 years, they will question a great many other so-called established facts of life, and our world will see a transition into a prosperous age of advancement. Justin. By G. W. Schultz. More than 10 years ago, Robert Gould sought to do what many Americans have dreamed of their whole lives: patent an idea. Gould developed a breakthrough in wireless communications that would help people speak to one another with less interference and greater security. Then it disappeared like a dropped call. The Department of Defense concluded that his invention could be a national security threat in the wrong hands and slapped Gould's patent application with a so-called secrecy order in 2002, which prevented him from discussing the technology with anyone. 5 years later, his attorney succeeded in lifting the order, but by then, it was too late. The window of opportunity, I believed, had really passed during those years, Gould said. So we have not been successful at commercializing the idea. Gould stresses today that he didn't oppose the government's position. Public knowledge about covert communications techniques could undermine the military. The federal government sponsored his research and retained the right to use the technology. But it also promoted an incentive by granting Gould shared patent rights, meaning he could file an application with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and seek to commercialize the idea. Accomplishing that, however, required petitioning to have the secrecy order lifted as the years passed with his invention living in the shadows. It's a common refrain in the stump speeches of politicians that America is a nation of ideas, but Congress decided in 1951 that some of those ideas must nonetheless be kept hidden. Today, as Silicon Valley and other innovation centers churn out thousands of patents a year, some lawmakers wonder whether the government should have broader powers. What is known about secrecy orders is largely the result of Freedom of Information Act requests filed by groups like the Federation of American Scientists, an independent, nonpartisan think tank. Those documents show that the overall number of secrecy orders has steadily increased in recent years, totaling more than 5,300 by 2012, with some of them in effect for decades. Tens of thousands of patent applications are manually examined each year under the Invention Secrecy Act and are referred for a final decision to the Pentagon, National Security Agency, Department of Justice and, more recently, Department of Homeland Security. From the patent owner's perspective, you're stuck in this legal limbo where the government says you've got this valid invention, but there's nothing you can do with it until maybe decades later, said Mark Lemley, a technology law professor at Stanford University. Secrecy orders are rare, but violating one can result in prison time. A California man named James Constant filed his patent application in 1969 for radar technology that could track shipping containers, packages or components traveling along an assembly line. After his secrecy order was eventually lifted in 1971, Constant sought damages from the government, arguing that he couldn't capitalize on the idea. When it reached trial years later in 1982, the court ruled against him, concluding that a lack of business experience impeded his chance of success. Constant said from his home in Claremont that the secrecy order caused him to incur substantial financial loss and set him back for years. From the patent owner's perspective, you're stuck in this legal limbo where the government says you've got this valid invention, but there's nothing you can do with it until maybe decades later, said Mark Lemley, a technology law professor at Stanford University. Secrecy orders are rare, but violating one can result in prison time. A California man named James Constant filed his patent application in 1969 for radar technology that could track shipping containers, packages or components